ServSafe Exam Test 2026 Part 3 Flow of Food in Temperatures.
Question 1. What is the temperature danger zone? Option A 0F to 32F, Option B 32F to 41F, Option C 41F to 135F, Option D 135F to 165F.
The correct answer is option C, 41F to 135F. The temperature danger zone is between 41F and 135F, where bacteria grow rapidly.
Question 2. Within the temperature danger zone, at what temperature range do bacteria grow most rapidly? Option A 41F to 70F, Option B 70F to 125F, Option C 125F to 135F, Option D 135F to 145F.
The correct answer is option B, 70F to 125F. Bacteria grow exceptionally fast within the middle of the danger zone, specifically between 70F and 125F.
Question 3. What is the correct way to calibrate a bimetallic stem thermometer using the ice point method? Option A, adjust it to 0F in a glass of ice. Option B, adjust it to 32F in a mixture of crushed ice and water. Option C, adjust it to 41F in a cooler. Option D, adjust it to 212F in boiling water.
The correct answer is option B, adjust it to 32F in a mixture of crushed ice and water. The ice point method involves submerging the sensor in a slushy mix of crushed ice and water and adjusting the calibration nut until the thermometer reads 32F, 0C.
Question 4. When taking the temperature of a food, where should the thermometer probe be inserted? Option A, just under the surface. Option B, in the thinnest part. Option C, in the thickest part, usually the center. Option D, in the cooking liquid only.
The correct answer is option C, in the thickest part, usually the center. The probe should be inserted into the thickest part of the food, which is usually the center, to get the most accurate reading of the internal temperature.
Question 5. What is the maximum acceptable receiving temperature for cold TCS food, like fresh beef or poultry? Option A 32F, Option B 41F, Option C 45F, Option D 50F.
The correct answer is option B, 41F. Cold TCS food must be received at an internal temperature of 41F, 5C, or lower to prevent bacterial growth.
Question 6. At what temperature can fresh shell eggs be received? Option A, air temperature of 41F or lower. Option B, air temperature of 45F or lower. Option C, internal temperature of 50F or lower. Option D, room temperature.
The correct answer is option B, air temperature of 45F or lower. Fresh shell eggs can be received at an ambient air temperature of 45F, 7C, or lower.
Question 7. What is the correct receiving temperature for live shellfish, oysters, mussels, clams? Option A, internal temperature of 41F or lower. Option B, air temperature of 45F and an internal temperature no greater than 50F. Option C, internal temperature of 32F. Option D, air temperature of 50F.
The correct answer is option B, air temperature of 45F and an internal temperature no greater than 50F. Live shellfish can be received at an air temperature of 45F and an internal temperature no greater than 50F. They must be cooled to 41F within 4 hours.
Question 8. What must accompany a delivery of live shellfish? Option A, a USDA stamp. Option B, a shell stock identification tag. Option C, a material safety data sheet. Option D, a temperature log.
The correct answer is option B, a shell stock identification tag. Live shellfish must be received with shell stock identification tags, which indicate when and where the shellfish were harvested. These tags must be kept for 90 days.
Question 9. How long can ready-to-eat TCS food be safely stored in a cooler at 41F or lower? Option A 3 days, Option B 5 days, Option C 7 days, Option D 10 days.
The correct answer is option C, 7 days. Ready-to-eat TCS food prepped in-house can be stored for a maximum of 7 days if held at 41F or lower. Day 1 is the day it was prepped.
Question 10. If you mix a fresh batch of potato salad on Wednesday, October 4th, what is the discard date that must be marked on the container? Option A, October 7th. Option B, October 9th. Option C, October 10th. Option D, October 11th.
The correct answer is option C, October 10th. The food can be kept for 7 days. Counting October 4th as day 1, the discard date is October 10th.
Question 11. When storing food in a refrigerator, what is the proper top-to-bottom storage order based on minimum internal cooking temperatures? Option A, raw chicken, ground beef, whole fish, ready to eat food. Option B, ready to eat food, whole fish, ground beef, raw chicken. Option C, ground beef, ready to eat food, whole fish, raw chicken. Option D, whole fish, raw chicken, ground beef, ready to eat food.
The correct answer is option B, ready to eat food, whole fish, ground beef, raw chicken. Storage order is based on cooking temps to prevent cross-contamination. Ready to eat, top, whole seafood, 145 F, whole cuts of meat, 145 F, ground meat, 155 F, and poultry, 165 F, bottom.
Question 12. What is the minimum internal cooking temperature for whole or ground poultry? Option A, 145 F for 15 seconds. Option B, 155 F for 17 seconds. Option C, 165 F for 1 second, instantaneous. Option D, 175 F for 10 seconds.
The correct answer is option C, 165 F for 1 second, instantaneous. All poultry, including chicken, turkey, duck, whether whole, ground, or stuffed, must be cooked to 165 F, 74 C, for 1 second, instantaneous.
Question 13. What is the minimum internal cooking temperature for ground beef, pork, or other minced meats? Option A, 135 F for 15 seconds. Option B, 145 F for 15 seconds. Option C, 155 F for 17 seconds. Option D, 165 F for 15 seconds.
The correct answer is option C, 155 F for 17 seconds. Ground meat, injected meat, and mechanically tenderized meat must be cooked to a minimum internal temperature of 155 F, 68 C, for 17 seconds.
Question 14. What is the minimum internal cooking temperature for whole intact cuts of beef, pork, veal, and lamb, steak/chops? Option A, 135 F for 15 seconds. Option B, 145 F for 15 seconds. Option C, 155 F for 15 seconds. Option D, 165 F for 15 seconds.
The correct answer is option B, 145 F for 15 seconds. Solid cuts of meat, as well as seafood, must be cooked to an internal temperature of 145 F, 63 C, for 15 seconds.
Question 15. What temperature must hot TCS food be held at during service? Option A, 120 F or higher. Option B, 130 F or higher. Option C, 135 F or higher. Option D, 165 F or higher.
The correct answer is option C, 135 F or higher. Hot TCS food must be held at an internal temperature of 135 F, 57 C, or higher to prevent the growth of pathogens.
Question 16. When cooling a large batch of hot soup, what is the first step in the two-stage cooling process? Option A, cool it from 135 F to 70 F within 2 hours. Option B, cool it from 135 F to 41 F within 2 hours. Option C, put the large pot directly into the freezer. Option D, cool it to 41 F within 6 hours straight.
The correct answer is option A, cool it from 135 F to 70 F within 2 hours. In the two-stage cooling process, food must first be cooled from 135 F to 70 F within 2 hours, then from 70 F to 41 F within the next 4 hours.
Question 17. What must you do if hot food does not reach 70 F within the first 2 hours of cooling? Option A, put it in the freezer. Option B, leave it on the counter for another hour. Option C, reheat it to 165 F and start the cooling process again, or discard it. Option D, serve it immediately.
The correct answer is option C, reheat it to 165 F and start the cooling process again, or discard it. If food does not cool to 70 F within 2 hours, it must be reheated to 165 F and cooled correctly, or thrown away.
Question 18. What is the safest way to thaw a frozen turkey? Option A, under running hot water. Option B, on the counter overnight. Option C, in a cooler, refrigerator, keeping its temperature at 41 F or lower. Option D, in a sink of standing warm water.
The correct answer is option C, in a cooler, refrigerator, keeping its temperature at 41 F or lower. The safest method to thaw frozen TCS food is in a refrigerator maintained at 41 F or lower to prevent the surface from entering the danger zone.
Question 19. At what temperature must food be reheated for hot holding? Option A, 135 F for 15 seconds. Option B, 145 F for 15 seconds. Option C, 155 F for 15 seconds. Option D, 165 F for 15 seconds.
The correct answer is option D, 165 F for 15 seconds. Any TCS food reheated for hot holding must reach an internal temperature of 165 F for 15 seconds within 2 hours.
Question 20. If a restaurant is holding cold food without temperature control, e.g. for a catering event, what is the maximum amount of time it can be held before being discarded? Option A, 2 hours. Option B, 4 hours. Option C, 6 hours. Option D, 8 hours.
The correct answer is option C, 6 hours. Cold food can be held without temperature control for up to 6 hours if it was 41 F before removal and does not exceed 70 F during service.
Question 21. If a restaurant is holding hot food without temperature control, what is the maximum amount of time it can be held? Option A, 2 hours. Option B, 4 hours. Option C, 6 hours. Option D, 8 hours.
The correct answer is option B, 4 hours. Hot food can be held without temperature control for up to 4 hours if it was held at 135 F or higher before removing it from temperature control.
Question 22. What does the acronym FIFO stand for in inventory management? Option A, first in first out. Option B, food in food out. Option C, first inspection first operation. Option D, fresh ingredients fresh output.
The correct answer is option A, first in first out. First in, first out, FIFO, is a method of rotating inventory so that the oldest products are used first.
Question 23. What is the primary concern when a delivery of fresh fish arrives with dull sunken eyes and a strong fishy odor? Option A, the fish is safe but needs to be cooked thoroughly. Option B, the fish has been time temperature abused and is spoiling, it should be rejected. Option C, the fish is too fresh. Option D, the fish was caught in freshwater.
The correct answer is option B. The fish has been time temperature abused and is spoiling, it should be rejected. Fresh fish should have bright, clear, full eyes and smell like the ocean. Dull eyes and a strong fishy or ammonia smell indicate spoilage and require rejection.
Question 24. Which of the following is an unacceptable material for a cutting board? Option A, hardwood. Option B, plastic. Option C, acrylic. Option D, soft porous wood like pine.
The correct answer is option D, soft porous wood like pine. Cutting boards must be made of non-absorbent materials. Hardwoods, like maple, or synthetic materials are allowed, but soft, porous woods harbor bacteria.
Question 25. What must be done to fresh produce before cutting, cooking, or combining it with other ingredients? Option A, washed under running water. Option B, soaked in a bleach solution. Option C, boiled for 5 minutes. Option D, wiped with a dry towel.
The correct answer is option A, washed under running water. Produce must be washed thoroughly under running water to remove dirt, chemicals, and pathogens before cutting or cooking.
Question 26. Which food item must never be served to a high-risk population, e.g. residents in a nursing home? Option A, pasteurized milk. Option B, well-done steak. Option C, raw or undercooked eggs, e.g. over-easy eggs. Option D, canned vegetables.
The correct answer is option C, raw or undercooked eggs, e.g. over-easy eggs. Raw or undercooked animal products, such as undercooked eggs, raw oysters, and rare meats, are extremely dangerous to high-risk populations.
Question 27. What is the minimum internal cooking temperature for plant foods, fruits, vegetables, grains, that will be hot held for service? Option A, 135 F. Option B, 145 F. Option C, 155 F. Option D, 165 F.
The correct answer is option A, 135 F. Plant foods, such as rice, beans, pasta, and vegetables, that are cooked for hot holding must reach a minimum internal temperature of 135 F, 57 C.
Question 28. If you are cooling a large pot of chili, what is the best way to speed up the cooling process? Option A, leave it on the counter to cool naturally. Option B, divide it into smaller shallow stainless steel pans. Option C, put a tight lid on it and place it in the cooler. Option D, place the hot pot directly into the freezer.
The correct answer is option B, divide it into smaller shallow stainless steel pans. Dividing hot food into smaller or shallower containers increases the surface area, allowing heat to escape faster. Stainless steel also transfers heat well.
Question 29. A food handler uses an infrared, laser, thermometer to check a delivery of fresh poultry. What does this thermometer measure? Option A, the internal temperature of the meat. Option B, the air temperature of the delivery truck. Option C, the surface temperature of the poultry. Option D, the water activity of the poultry.
The correct answer is option C, the surface temperature of the poultry. Infrared thermometers can only measure the surface temperature of food and equipment, they cannot measure internal temperatures.
Question 30. What is a variance in a food service operation? Option A. A document allowing an operation to skip health inspections. Option B. A document issued by the regulatory authority that allows a regulatory requirement to be waived or changed. Option C. A type of food allergy. Option D. A daily temperature log.
The correct answer is option B. A document issued by the regulatory authority that allows a regulatory requirement to be waived or changed. A variance is a waiver issued by the local regulatory authority. It is required for special processes like smoking food for preservation, curing food, or using food additives.